Hey gang, James Sinclair here with another video to help grow your business, and this time I want to talk about this thing that's happening in the UK. If you're watching right now, we're in about the end of November 2019, and it's about 3 weeks till we have a next general election here in the United Kingdom, and everyone's getting ready to vote and do all their thing. But the thing I wanted to talk about was what entrepreneurs, business owners, people that want to get customers can learn from general elections, because I do think there's some great marketing tips that you can get to get customers for free. If you're new here, make sure you hit subscribe and that notification bell so I can let you know via the gods of YouTube when we're bringing out great new content to help grow your business. Now, on the 3rd of December 2019, I'm bringing out my brand new book called Getting Customers, and I put easier, faster and for less money than you ever thought possible as the subtitle, because that's what I wanted to do. Now, I've been watching the likes of Boris Johnson, Jeremy Corbyn, Jo Swinson, who are the big runners of the leaders of the parties here in the UK, and I like watching their tactics of how they get votes. And let me just be absolutely clear to you, this is not a political video, this is not going to go there, we're just looking at how they get votes, because votes to them are customers like it is to us as business owners. The strategies and tactics that political parties use to get customers, or get votes in their case, are great, and they are the things that small business owners should be doing. I remember reading a Dan Kennedy book called Grassroots Marketing for Business Owners, and it was all about how there's strategies and tactics in that book. It's a fantastic book, I urge you to go and get it, that tells you how to get customers in your local area, and that's what a lot of SMEs have got to try and get customers in a local area. They're not thinking nationally, and when most people think about marketing, they're thinking about what Coca-Cola do, what Louis Vuitton do, what Apple do, or what Disney do, and that is a very different approach to marketing, to the grassroots stuff that SME business owners have got to do. And an SME business is something, turning up to 20, 30, 40, 50 million pounds. And when I put this book together, I spoke about what political parties do. Let's look at some of the strategies and tactics that political parties do. I saw on Facebook today, I saw the Prime Minister Boris Johnson. He said, I'm going campaigning with my dad, and I've seen Jeremy Corbyn and Jo Swinson do that. What are they actually doing? They're actually getting in their car, they're walking the street, knocking on the doors and say, hey, would you be a customer of mine? Would you be vote for our party? And I thought, how often do small businesses actually do that grassroots sort of stuff to get customers? What they're relying on now is, shoving something on Facebook, shoving something on Instagram, and just hoping that the world is going to come to them. But Facebook and Instagram is busier than it's ever been. More people are on there than ever. And I wanted to tell you some of the stuff that we get up to in our business, which I think is real grassroots, getting customer stuff that won't cost you the world to do. For example, we still send over 1 million leaflets a year as a business, and we send them directly through schools. Children in the UK, they have book bags, which they take home at the end of the day, and it's got a note from the teacher, and they might have a homework diary. And some schools, if you do a deal with them, like for example, give them some free tickets, or you donate something to the school, they'll allow you to put leaflets in those book bags. They go direct to our ideal customer. For those that have just sort of stumbled across this YouTube channel, we own day nurseries, we own visitor attractions and children's play centres. So that is our core market. So we are doing direct mail, actual physical mail going in the post, or through the schools directly to our customers. And this is the great thing that political parties do. They send stuff through the post. They knock on doors. They actually ring up the phone and try and do telemarketing and calling people. They go on radio stations. They get interviewed. They'll give, they'll write articles for newspapers. They'll go basically to the opening of a packet of crisps if it means that they're going to get customers or votes in their case. And this is a really smart strategy and tactic that SME business owners should be adopting, because a lot of this stuff is free. Can you get on the local radio to talk about your business? Can you get, can you write a interesting article that will go in the local newspaper, that once you're in the local newspaper, maybe the national press will then pick it up, maybe a local radio station will pick it up? How often are you actually knocking on people's doors and saying, hey, can we do business with you? Let me tell you a little story about someone I know that cleans windows, and I helped him build like quite a big large window cleaning round back in the day when I was consulting. And so he would find a customer and he would do their windows and he would find the name of that customer. Then he would handwrite a letter. And this was a really interesting strategy and tactic, is the handwritten letter here. He would then go next door and he says, hey, I'm doing Tom and Jan's windows next door, and they said that I'm doing a fantastic job. I just thought, because I'm doing Tom and Jan's windows, you might like me to come and have a look at yours. And he put that letter through there. And if you'd like me to come and do the windows for you, I'll do them for free for you to see if we can do a better job first time round, and then we'll quote up and see if we can do it going forward for you. This is a great strategy and tactic. What's the good things about that? Number one, it's handwritten. That means that it doesn't look like a piece of marketing. Number two, there is association, using the next door neighbours' names, not just we're doing next door. Tom and Jan, we're using the names here. Very powerful. And then I'll do it for free for you to see if we do a good job. That removes all the friction. And you know, he used to say do it for free. They usually used to pay anyway. But he's removed the friction as a customer, for the customer to give them a try. This is some really good grassroots marketing. I know there's stories of carpet fitters and builders that if they're doing something in the road, they go and knock and say, hey, we're doing so-and-so's, would you like us? Because there's this like, well, if they're doing someone that we know, then that's what human beings like. They want certainty. Human beings love unity. If you know everyone in the streets using someone, or everyone in the that is why, you know, you look at political parties, there's the safe seats, you know, where everyone in that location, in that community, all votes because they like unity. And you know, and this has been happening in religions. You know, people in religious sectors all live in the same place because they like the unity of being around people they know, like and trust. It's a really smart thing. Let me just walk through some of the other things that I think that are really important, of strategies and tactics of how you can get customers without spending any money, that political parties are doing. Joint ventures and collaborations. Political parties do this. They're like looking all the time, and they can do joint venture events and speak at things. Like they'll go to the Women's Institute and do a little talk. You know, that's a joint venture, leveraging someone else's database to get you customers. Organisations. Are there any other organisations? They're going into workplaces. You know, I've seen the Prime Minister and the Leader of the Opposition going to places where 2,000 people work, and they do a talk and they go and meet the factory workers. Real grassroots stuff, getting in front of people. But not now. What they do is they film that so that it turns into a video that they can put on social media. So they're leveraging their time. The power of leveraging time with social media is really great. The power of email. They're sending emails out, voucher coupons, and leveraging other people's customers. Car park tickets, going on the pack of car park tickets. You can sometimes get that done for free if you can offer that car park a kickback for the vouchers that you get back, so you don't have any upfront cash. Newspaper competitions, tracking phone numbers. What is a tracking phone number? Oh my God, this is a fantastic thing. So you put a leaflet out, you can put an individual phone number on there that's as cheap as chips, so you know where that leaflet's gone, and if that leaflet's got in front of someone by that phone number that's rung, so you can track just to see how well your advertising's doing. Roadside signs, my God, these political parties, they're putting roadside signs up all over the place. Now, they're illegal in the UK, but they're doing it because they know it gets them customers. YouTube, podcasts, they're going on podcasts. I mean, you can do these things, you know, and what's great about podcasts is it continues to work. You do the work once and people can listen to it. They're doing letters, they're doing speaking in public, they're doing webinars, they're using names whenever they can, they're tapping into communities and tribes, and they're doing pixels and follow-ups on marketing, on social media. So they're doing all the stuff, the traditional stuff that we pay for, but they're doing this really good grassroots stuff to get customers, i.e. votes. And I think you guys should really look at what they're doing, look at the strategies and tactics that political parties do to get votes, and think, how can I use that in my business? What doors do I need to knock on? What leaflets do I need to see? What radio stations do I need to go on? What articles do I need to write? Because it does work. Hope you've watched this. If you like what I've said, or you've got some things that you want to disagree on, hit it in the comments below, and I'll see you real soon. Bye-bye. Thanks for watching the video. Really hope you enjoyed it. To help grow your business, don't forget you can watch more of my videos by clicking here, and don't forget to hit subscribe to the YouTube channel by clicking this button right here. It gets better than that because you can come and see me at one of my seminars to help grow your business. All the details of how you can get to one of those for free is in the video description.